Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Tuesday, September 8th. All right, I hope you had a great long weekend. But coming back to the grind here. Market did a little bit of moving today. Looks good. So we regained everything we lost on Thursday, Friday, and pushed it all back up to the top. Now we're in a consolidation box. See what's going to happen next. One trend line was broken. Members, you can check out the market video and where we're going next on the member video this evening, along with several other awesome stock charts that are all set up ready for you. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. GMCR, as you know, we talked about this last week, and it's doing really well across the middle Bollinger Band, and only had one little bit of a red day throughout this 2-week alert here, and you can see as long as this trend line does not break, it's not broken. All right, so we alerted right around 50, 49 area, and now it's at 58. We do want to get this gap here, but understand the stochastics is getting a little bit itchy here, and it's just plugging along this upper Bollinger Band. So unless this line breaks, you're good to go for the continued upside on GMCR. Nice dead cat bounce after this thing has been mutilated over quite some time. I would not marry it. I would make money on it. That's just that simple. Let's get into Apple. Apple just made a nice move today, along with everything else, of course. But let's take a look at Apple because it did have a significant cross today on the daily that is going to be of some great importance. And sorry it took so long here, but internet running a little bit slow. All right, so of course we got this big downdraft and then all this chop right here, and but today it sold off really nicely. But was very interesting. It came down and closed the gap. Okay, and then bounced all the way up, powered back, and broke over the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, it has not broken over the middle Bollinger Band on the daily since way back here on July 15th. Okay, this is a very interesting note because from here this thing could really get moving. The event is on the 18th, and I did project we could be up in this area, and they usually sell off after the event, but we'll have to see what happens. But we have this nice gap on Apple right here, but we did close above the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, that is huge. So look for Apple to get rocking to the upside. Okay, that's unless something happens and the market falls apart and Apple doesn't fall and Apple follows it, this thing should really start to pick up pace and at least get to 120 in the short term. So nice job, Apple, today. Let's take a look at the hourly, and you can see a little bit more in detail on what happened today. It's great. It gapped up, of course. So we didn't get the gap all the way closed, but on the daily it shows closed. Okay, but we had this power candle and off this bottom here. They really held this middle Bollinger Band and pushed it higher and higher just so it would close over the daily. Okay, you can see these two candles retraced on the daily, so we stayed under the middle Bollinger Band on the daily, but this one did not. We closed high of the day, very aggressive. Relative strength index is at 59. Plenty of room for more upside on this. And so you're looking at the 200, the 200 easy right here, so 113.85 as long as market conditions stay along with that. But Apple looks really, really good. Any downside draft, you'd be picking it up right in this area, 109.85 where this gap is. Actually, it's a little bit lower here, 109.79. So if the market completely falls apart and takes Apple with it, then that's what your target is going to be. But you can see here, you gapped up, we just sold off for the next 4 hours, pretty intense. And then the fifth hour, not too bad. Tried to regain itself, held that middle Bollinger Band. That was a signal this sucker's going to go. And it did. It did a fantastic job moving to the upside. Okay, PCLN, I'm going to stay on the hourly for PCLN and take a quick look at it here. Yeah, I got all these drawings on here. Let me get rid of them because this is one of my buddies to trade here. Right in the upper Bollinger Band. Once it broke outside of it, pulled back in, no big deal. We were up to $2 the last hour, but for the day we were pretty good. Everything's really good on this one, but rode across, not big volume here, but you can see we got this big gap right here. So if the market starts to turn, our relative strength index is about 70 now. So look for this one to come back down and fill the 1248 on a nice drop here. We'll have to see what happens. Taking a look at the daily on this one, I think that was a 4 hour. Sorry, taking a look at the daily here. Give it a second to load up. Okay, had that nice gap. Closed high of the day though, broke all the trend lines to the downside, and you're about 56 on the on the relative strength index, and your stochastics crossed back up to the upside. Okay, your relative volume is pretty much, the average volume, nothing spectacular. Broke through a little bit today. So I know the downside is going to be about 1248, but the upside here we could top this 1330. So you're going to have this double top right here in the way. First, it's going to be 1308. So look for anywhere from 13 to 1380 if the market conditions allow this to keep pushing up. Up $35 today, did really well. So lower Bollinger Band to upper Bollinger Band. If that's the way it's going to roll, then let it roll because we're going to catch this downside at the same time also. All right, this is Matt. Remember, we have 99 bucks a month. You can become a member, and we're doing this all day in the chat room. And just technical analysis is what we do. Planning these trades out is what we do. All right, we will see you in the chat room or tomorrow on free videos. Have yourself a great night, and good luck trading tomorrow.